program, we have to deal with the subjects, soul and mind. Yesterday, we dealt with the same subject. Anyhow, today also, that is to be taken up, because yesterday there were only few people, today all are here. The repetition of the subject will not be bad, because that is a very deep subject. Listening to the subject once or twice or thrice will be good. In this subject, soul and mind, first we have to think of the body, physical body. Within the physical body, the life energy. Within the life energy, the consciousness is seated. So these 3 points you have to keep in mind. Physical body, life energy, consciousness. Within the physical body, life energy is moving and generating the wave biomagnetism. Within the life force particle, the consciousness is having seat, and through the wave, it extends its activity. This is to be kept in mind as a basic understanding in the soul and mind. If you understand the value and greatness and potential of the soul energy, that is life force, there is nothing greater than that, because that energy is a fraction directly came from the universal being Almighty. Just like a wave in the ocean, the energy particle is a whirling motion in the static state. That means a fraction of the static state moving with force. So, because it moves, another name is called, given energy. The static state, a portion of it moves with whirling motion, so this is called energy particle. By clash of wave, reflection, refraction, penetration, interaction. Every clash of wave, as I told, pressure and electrical function, then chemical function. So any clash takes some effect, a shock. That shock becomes an imprint in every particle. In such a way, how many imprints are received by a particle? That is the character and resistance power, strength of the particle. So, from the time of its formation, how many millions years passed on? And the whole period, how many clashes of imprints happen to receive? All are within the life force particle. Now, I told morning, In our body there are three functions. One function is the central nervous system, by which you are moving, you are doing, you are enjoying. But whatever we do, that is imprinted, and that becomes character and changes the personality accordingly. That goes to the central nervous system. Central nervous system is covering from the formation of first living being up to now. All the generations together, whatever happened in the formation of the construction of the body, whatever the body parts are evolved in the evolution process, all such activities are totally called as autonomous nervous system. Then universal wave system. Whatever is now in any particle, atom, molecule or structure, when the radiation spread, that wave is having all the qualities of the thing which radiates the wave. So in that way, everything is getting all the things in the universe. But according to its structure, the holding capacity, imprinting capacity is conditioned. So in this way, the life energy is able to get all the informations, secrets, motion from the universe, from everything. At the same time, the life energy is able to spread its quality to all the things through its wave. It is the storehouse. How many millions of imprints happened? All are stored as a computer, universal computer. Therefore, the life force is called as cosmic conscience, universal conscience. So, in this way, a powerful thing in the universe, divine function or force in the universe is the life force. Beyond the body, the same life force is universal force, universal life force. It is packed up in the whole universe as energy particle, as ocean of energy we can call it. Wherever the energy particle join, that takes some shape and formation according to the intensity and shape and functions, multifarious reflections, pressure, sound, light, smell and taste, all are conditioned. So everything is giving different result. So whatever the result may be in the universe, the soul energy in our body is able to receive. Therefore, even from the influence, radiation of all the planets, we are receiving every moment. All the thought force of people who are living on the earth, all are combined, we are receiving it. Same time, in the universal field, living being to be taken as a packet. In the bigger universe, this is small packet. So, in addition to all the qualities of the universe, here, according to the structure, a special function of mind, knowledge, experiences, wisdom, these all are developing in every person. This is the value and great potential of our life force. The character of the life force is conditioned only by the consciousness. What is the quality and character? That is the consciousness. So in this way, you have to understand what is soul. Such divine force, greater value is in the life force. The life force is always generating a wave that is intensified in the body, that is biomagnetism. Out of the body, the same life force is radiating the wave that becomes universal magnetism. When the same life force within the body generating the wave that becomes universal, the biomagnetism. Bio is the word used whenever it relates with the life force. So, biomagnetism. So now we should not forget body, life force, consciousness, biomagnetism. Within these four, all the plays of our life is going on. The consciousness in life force is conditioned with the experiences of the physical body got through the senses, getting induction with the worldly things. So, even though it has a great value, potential, now our consciousness is conditioned only with the own experiences of the body. Here the limitation comes. Conditionings come. How it is conditioned. Again, you visualize your own body. The body is a construction of the cells. Cells are the construction of molecules. Molecules are constructed by atoms. Atoms are constructed by particles. So in this way, you can imagine body and cells, molecules, atoms, particles. So all are arranged in polarity. One is attracting other, one is attracting other in such a way with a magnetic stone. If you cling some needle one after other, all are clinging one with other. Similar to that, the whole body is a magnetic field. In the field, the cells are arranged in such a way with polarity. Wherever the structure is arranged in polarity and circle effect comes, in the flow of magnetism, that is the organism. It is having, in addition to transformation of pressures, smell, taste and everything, it gets feeling of the disturbance in the body. That is called organism. So, any life force, whatever it may be, any living being, the construction of the body is arranged with polarity. For any reason, by our own action or by outer force, the polarity of the cells or molecules are disturbed in the body. The flowing magnetic force gets short circuit because in the process of circulating in the body, the magnetism is being converted into pressure, light, sound, smell, taste. It is the conversion, physical transformation of our soul energy. So, when there is disturbance, that is a gap, the flow is not continuous, the flow is obstructed, disrupted. So, the biomagnetism in that part is getting stagnation. So, the conversion level rises, whether it is pressure or electricity, magnetic or electricity. So, when it is converted abnormally, that is felt by the consciousness, the disturbance, that is leaking, short circuit. Short circuit is a exhaustion of the energy, leakage of energy. It doesn't flow well in the line. It is disrupted or distracted. So the pain feeling comes to the consciousness. Feeling of the pain, any part of the body, by the disturbance in the polarity. That is the first psychic extension of the consciousness. The consciousness feels the pain, then it wants to get rid of. To get rid of from the pain, any living being needs some commodity, facility, some action, some help or change of environment. So, the need, that is, from the feeling of the pain, the consciousness develops to second stage, need. Feeling, need. From the need, when the need is felt, the zeal, it develops to the third stage, zeal, effort to get it. When the zeal is intensified sufficiently, action comes into being, using the part of the body, force of the body to get it. That is action. After action, enjoyment. In the enjoyment, maybe reduction of the pain or completely relief from the pain. Enjoyment. Then experience. This all, again and again when the pain comes, what is the way we balanced? All are imprinted, again it reflects, so it becomes experience. enjoyment and experience, two are different. When we enjoy with anything by the senses, that may be pain or pleasure, that is the enjoyment. When it is getting imprint, again and again when you memorize or automatically reflects, that is the experience. So enjoyment, then experience follows. After experience, research. In every action, what to do, how to do. I got such and such experience with this. Now, in what way I have to deal with it? This is the research. In the research, realization comes, understanding how to do what. Then it gets a conclusion with everything with which it deals. So the consciousness from feeling, it develops to 10 stages. Feeling of the pain, need, zeal, action, result, enjoyment, experience, research, realization, conclusion. All the 10 stages of psychic extension of the consciousness are totally called as mind. So mind is nothing but extended activities of the consciousness through the body feeling. The disturbance of the molecular structure may happen by our own wrong deeds or from the outer forces. Our own wrong deeds are 5 functions are very important in our life. Food, work, rest, sex, use of thought force. If these 5 are normal, the maintenance of the polarity of the cells will be all right. If we neglect or overindulge or improperly use these 5 in our day-to-day life, it will disturb the polarity in any part according to the action. So, in such a way, when we don't maintain the moderation in our own actions in the life, the polarity may be disturbed. Once disturbed, that there a line forms. Again and again if you do the same action, even though little, that part only will become disturbed. Then outer force. We were born in particular time. Our earth is related to the magnetic forces around the solar system. All the planets are radiating their effect. Every planet is having magnetic force, electrical force, chemical force. They are radiating through the waves according to their nearness or further. We are getting the different intensity of the wave from every planet. So every minute the position of the planets are changing. So because of the planets are going further and further, are coming nearer and nearer we get the fluctuation in the radiation of the planet, every planet. So in this way, our magnetic force, electrical force, chemical force in the body will get a change accordingly. And by clash, suppose we get some accident, we are getting some clash from hit from anything, or we are getting some shocking thought force from other person. When the wave automatically comes, that brings the quality of the person or thing, but when the same thought force is given some thought, in addition to other qualities, what is the concept given in the thought force, that will take effect. So in this way, by the thought force of others, also our magnetic biomagnetism will be affected. So these are the outer forces. So in any way, the magnetic force or polarity of the cells will be affected. When we understand all these philosophy and sciences, and as far as we are able to maintain the moderation in our action and increase the intensity of biomagnetism in our body, we can resist against these disturbances at large. Otherwise, we will be affected very much. So our meditation helps at large to increase the immunity against all these disturbances and help maintaining the polarity of the cells, because of the intensity of biomagnetism is increased more and more. Always the vibration of our life force will be very harmonious in the body by the meditation. So our health will be all right. At the same time, mind also will work in normal way to develop the consciousness to the fullness. So in this way we have to understand our soul and mind. Before our understanding the soul, we have to understand the body also, because the soul is the phenomenon, the body is the vehicle. So what are the chemical changes happening in the vehicle, that also will affect the soul. What are the outer forces, radiations are affecting the soul, that will affect the body. So in this way, the life force is the medium. The same life force is called as astral body in our system. That is the life force, that is the Shakti, that is the life energy. All the names are given only for the divine force. With these words, I conclude my speech and wish all of you to understand the value of our life force, value of our being, value of our consciousness, and maintain the happiness and peace in life. Be blessed by the divine.
also changing the universal consciousness at every moment too, through our own limitations?
Yes, according to your structure, by the change of universal consciousness and receptivity of your own will, you also will be getting changes. Otherwise, other changes will be only in the chemical action, not in the understanding. Suppose the universal consciousness is having all the knowledge, all the experiences. What a child can understand from the universal consciousness? Because the construction of the brain, use of the brain, and practice of the brain, experiences of the brain is limited. So, the child will get according to its own structure. But a man who is doing spiritual practices, then getting more and more elevated in the consciousness, he will get according to his level many more benefits.
Where does prayer fit in? Where does prayer fit in? Praying.
Prayer. Whatever the prayer you do, that reaches subconscious mind as well as the superconscious state. So, it makes a record within. Automatically, that will give the opportunity to blossom into action in our life. Perhaps it may be for your own benefit, individual benefit, or that thought may be the benefit of others or the whole world. That will come in time according to the intensity of the thought and prayer. Never an action will go waste. That is to be understood. So, whatever you pray for, that has to come in action. One thing, yesterday I prayed for one thing, so 24 hours I am waiting, it has not come, one may say. But what you have prayed for before that, mind is so fast that will create the desires, 100 desires in 1 minute. To fulfill the desire, each desire will take 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years also. In such a way you have accumulated your desires to be finished in 20 centuries. So, in all the desires, what you desire now, it will take according to the strength in the total desires. In such a way it will work. We are arranging queue for getting something in the line. So, one is standing and the last one. He will get his chance only in the last time. So also, we are making our thoughts and desires more and more, waiting in the list in the universal force. One after other, every desire is being cleared. Similarly, now we think one thing, that also perhaps this may be a new desire to you, but already the same desire would have taken or prayed for by you or by others. So that will be in the 10th in the line, even though you are praying in the 100th in the line, but it will take quick action.
Swamiji, how does one come to sufficient self-value so that what others do no longer causes us pain and that we no longer want anything from others?
My dear daughter, nobody will harm you, nobody will give pain to self. Whatever the pain comes, already we have stored by our own action. Timely it is coming up to the experience, but somebody induced it now. So, he is not the cause for the pain. Our own imprints are the cause for the pain. So, you don't think others are causing pain to self. And also, when you understand the potential and providence, what you got already now, you think and think and think, there you will get the satisfaction. What we are doing generally, we forget all the 998 good things, happiness provided for us. What we cannot get, what we are having deficient, the two. We are brooding over the two and worrying, forgetting and losing all the happiness of 998. So from this point you come out. You see what are the happiness around me provided already. Just to think and enjoy. Forget what you would not get, what you are not having. Really, that will be insignificant in your life for your happiness. You are imagining, that is very important. That imagination itself may be wrong. So, just to give it up. Then you try to get the satisfaction with what you are having. Millions of happiness are with you. That is the process of getting satisfaction. Start meditation on the taste sense, tongue.